We're looking at solving problems with a volume of cuboids. Now, there are two ways of answering these questions because it's to do with volume. We can either find the volume of each box and then divide the overall answers, but we'll end up with quite big numbers, or we can see how many times the dimensions fit into the larger box, so we can work out how many smaller boxes will fit in that way. So I'll show you both methods. I'll try and colour code them so you can follow it once you've got to that point, and then you can choose which method you want to use. So first of all, the method that you find the volume of both boxes. So the first one then is the 10 times the 20 times the 10, and that's going to give you 2000 centimetres cubed. And the second one is 40 times 60 times 100, centimetre cubed. So we've got those two values, and then once you've got them, you can divide to see how many will fit in. So you're going to do the 240,000, divide that by the 2,000, and that will give you 120 boxes. Now the key thing with this is that you have to make sure you've got the same units, otherwise it's not going to give you the right answer. The second method is to work out how many of the dimensions fit into each. So you're going to break it down. So you're going to do 100 divided by 10, and then you're going to do the 60 divided by the 20, and you're going to do the 40 divided by the 10, so all corresponding sides. So that's going to give you 10, 3 and 4, and then you times those three values together, and then that gives you 120 boxes. So it's up to you which method you choose to use. You do have to be careful of the units, so just make sure that all the units are the same before you start, and it should solve any problems through from that. Let's have a look at a similar question. So in this question there is no units, so you just have to decide on which method you're going to try to use. So I'd like you to pause the video and have a go on your action sheet. Make sure you show the working out, please. So we're going to again show you the two methods, and you can decide which one you want to do. Please mark your work as we go through and make any corrections that we need to. So using the actual volume from each one, we're going to have the volume of the larger cuboid. I'm going to put a little B for the big one. So 8 times 6 times 10 gives you 480. And then the volume of the small one, 2 times 3 is 2. And then you're going to divide which will give me 40 boxes will fit into the larger one. The alternative method is that we take each side and we divide them separately. So 8 divided by the 2, and then 6 divided by the 3, 10 divided by the other 2. And then we times those values together, like I said, it's the units you've just got to be considerate about as you work through stuff. So you're going to have a go at some questions on your action sheet. I've numbered them in the order that I would answer them. So you need to think about the volume of each box, or you work out how many of the smaller goes into the larger. On the sides, it's your choice of method, but you need to show you're working out as you go through it. You shouldn't need a calculator, but if you need one, you can use one. The last question is a bit of a tiff, only because the shape has changed. So you need to work out the volume of that trapezium prism. I've put the equation on the board, on the video, sorry, so you can hopefully link that together. You should know the area of trapezium formula anyway. There is a Hegarty video on that if you want to research that further. All the working out should be on your sheet, so it's clear and easy to follow. That's what your teacher's going to be checking for you. In a minute you're going to pause the video and attempt everything on the sheet. I will give you the answers shortly, so you can mark your work, but I won't show you how to do excuse me, the actual working out, because that's what you need to demonstrate. Okay, so pause the video and complete the 3 questions. So the answers for the final question is on the video screen, so 16 and 33.75 and 100. If you just put 33 for the first one, that's fine. So if you can comment on your action sheet, and then you're done with this task. Well done.